Don't get it twisted. Don't let that 75 fool you. That this is the most powerful CPU team in the game so far. It's just that Madden didn't catch up yet. Don't let that 75 trick you at all. If you cannot beat this team, you cannot beat my team. I just want you to know that. Let's go. Let's go hard. They're using broken playbooks. They're all 99s. And I'm using weather elements. You got to beat this team. I'm going to call this the New York Giants challenge. This you can't beat them. Don't think about coming this way. I don't even know if I could beat them because they're doing the same shit that the Bills are doing and we lost to the Bills. So it is what it is. And I'm waiting for some of the other teams. That's why I'm doing this.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Should be a wet one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And they bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Giants. And, Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle. 2 years in Denver. Last year in Pittsburgh. And now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Brings up second and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 1.
I'm waiting for Stitch to get out. This is fucking. But this is a very difficult game.
We'll go again with Scatterman. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
At the 35-yard line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Giants first down. First and 10.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but It could have been a lot worse.
On first down,
Good flip.
run the option
Oh,
to the
shit.
left.
Hey.
The tackle's going to be made
Okay,
down
Russell
at the
Wilson.
40-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
I'm feeling some
Nice
type of
job
way,
by them
but I
getting
can't
the
get mad
back
at
to
that.
the
though.
perimeter. Then
But
he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps
that's why
it.
you better slide.
They went to the design quarterback run, and
You're
there
about
just
to die.
wasn't
You
a
saw
lot of
your
space
future.
for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. Out of the gun, here's Russ. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible. Because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Oh, no, he didn't. Yeah.
Just as the ball was arriving.
Pick yourself up off the ground.
It's fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
54-yard attempt.
See that man.
This one off the upright.
And he missed. Typical Giants fashion. Am I even shocked anymore? Typical Giant. It's just Giants. It has to be. I need that bum to get out my face. Where the hell is my boy? Who the fuck took Jackson fucking Dart? Oh yeah. Okay. Y'all exist to piss me the fuck off. That's what we're doing. Yeah, okay. Jackson fucking Dart. Fuckers. Don't like y'all. Don't like you niggas. I don't like y'all. Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart. God damn, you still play? Eh, mm, Give me Andy Dalton. Never mind. Shut up, I know what I'm doing, leave me alone. I might scoop Wentz. Jimmy Garoppolo. Still playing? remember you, Cooper Rush. Okay, fine. Giants need them a player. Give me golf. Yeah, you want me to do one for the Phantoms? Give me a goddamn playbook. How about that? And hurry up. Oh shit, I'm an idiot. All right. Get the QB. See ya. The long sucker. I'll save the changes. I'm serious. Give me a playbook. Hurry up. Tell me to run some games. I ain't got no playbook. But then get mad when y'all lose, though. So to protect everyone's egos and not make everyone feel like they have to cry, if you want to test out a playbook or whatever, you're going to play against these niggas right here. Tired of whooping y'all asses. Trash ass niggas. All right, cool. Cowboys gave me their playbook, therefore we're just going to run some Cowboys. In my humble opinion, I don't think the Cowboys got it. My humblest of the most humblest opinions. I believe they're going to get their asses whooped. And I'm not even being like a, a serial hater or nothing. This is not even me being funny. This is really not even me being funny. This is not a high thought from Chester. Y'all gonna get your asses whooped. I low key fuck with these. As much as I hate the Cowboys, I really mess with those. I'm just doing random. Get it? Random. We can't predict the weather.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the
It's
NFL
clear.
finds us at MetLife Stadium in
Get
East
it.
Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants.
If you can't beat them, you have no shot with my team. Give up. This is your measuring stick right here. This will determine whether you're ass or not. And if you want an easy mode, in case this is hard, just make the Giants players play their regular playbook. That's easy mode. This right here.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 31, here's second down and 3. They'll give it to Scatterby. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 20.
The crazy thing is they don't have abilities.
That's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations.
And they build that trust. And that's why
I can't wait to get these niggas up in here.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's my team, y'all.
The 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line.
You know that
Let's
was
go
my
with
team.
a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural
Remember,
bubble
you can make a
inside.
dynasty with
They
that
sprint
team.
upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough,
That would
there
be my
should space
forever
to
team.
run.
I will retire,
12 more
live,
yards
and
there
die
and
by
another
this team.
first down.
And what a nice example
I
there.
got
A
one
tight
more
end
season
doing
to
exactly
fulfill
what he
one
needs
more
to do.
obligation.
How about how he worked his way to the
After that, the
outside,
Giants
made
are
sure he
coming to the
secured the
table.
catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it.
I'm assuming
He's a
your
tough guy
legend
to
is able to
stop.
profile, but
This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. On the draw, it's Scatterby. And he's going to get about
doing some random shit.
10 to the 9.
Usual. How you been? I haven't heard from you in a while.
They've been out in the field
I
for a
hope you've been
long
okay.
time, and that last run, they just cut right through him.
9-yard line, second and 6. Out of the gun, Goff. And he will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Did you just throw the ball
It's been a
away
good
on
opening
purpose?
drive offensively thus far, but you know
Yes,
they don't
he
want
did.
to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Come on, Goff, take me
So
home.
after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a
Got 2
third and 6.
blitzes on the left side.
Now go.
Pick him up. Take me home, baby.
For a giant touchdown. Wandale Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play
Don't beat yourself up.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side.
Don't let it get you. Listen, to tell you something. Life's full of its highs and its lows.
Think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with
As
getting a
many of the
10-play drive
highs
put
that
on
you
you
will
and points
have, you will
scored.
have definitely
They're
have
pretty
as many
tired right
lows and vice versa. So don't let it get you. You're going to take things one step at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 second at a time. And you can only control the things that you can control yourself. So don't feel discouraged. I know life can be a pain in the ass, but you got this. I promise you that. And I'm talking as somebody who's, lived longer than everybody or just about anyone. It's going to pass. I can assure you.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Kill him. Kill him, boys.
So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time.
I can't believe you guys chose the Cowboys. Come on now. Y'all just had the troll.
This is a guy who truly believed in himself coming out of Temple.
This is a Bengals fan, y'all.
For 3 years without an opportunity.
You see how it don't make no sense?
Came in another league, the unofficial
King is a
MVP
Bengals fan.
XFL.
What the fuck you doing on this side with the Cowboys in this sorry ass?
Interceptions in a shortened season before the league folded.
You're not going to bring Jarrett a ring?
But he showed in his journey outside the NFL, he has what it takes to lead a team.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4
So, baby, shut these niggas down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
To throw is Walker. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Dallas.
Oh, if you want PS5, go add me.
Good effort to spin free from that first wave, but they still hit it behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm a little baked at the moment.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
DM me whatever, and I'll send you my PSN. That way you don't gotta watch these videos and live delays. I can add you to my party, right?
Now Walker.
And put on screen share, and you can see it live and shit like that. And,
And he'll be taken down.
you can have your mic muted.
To the end of the first quarter of
Usually I
play.
like,
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
play some games and shit like that.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession.
It's not a bad
As they've got
depression,
it
but
with
it's
a
like
third down coming up.
I feel like playing video games depression. Does that make sense? As a gamer, I'm only talking to the gamers. I'm not talking to anyone else. You ever get that feeling where it's just like you pick up the controller and you feel like you want to play games, but then you kind of don't? Just stare at the blank screen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8
I didn't mean to
yards
call it
there on
depression. I
35.
just don't have the proper word for it.
First down, Cowboys.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Walker. Connection made with Shenault.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
I'm about to be very candid.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. That will go as a pickup of
I'm pretty sure you guys seen the line.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Remember when Sky had the zebra leg and he was keeping the zebra leg?
That's a screen pass. That's complete. Nice little juke. And he'll take
Yeah, I got you, Leggy. You touched me. I got you.
Cowboy touchdown.
But when he was beating the zebra leg, that shit looked so good. To the point where it's like,
and the Cowboys are an
I wonder what food tastes like to animals when they eat.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right.
Think about
really
a juicy, buttery
almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer.
I mean,
then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the
perfection,
running back, the
medium.
wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is, and of course the blocking
Melt
has to
in your
form in
mouth,
front to get him
filet
downfield
mignon.
for the touchdown.
Think about it like that.
What does that taste like to eat?
And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Javonte Williams who capped it all off with a touchdown reception.
Oh, Lord. I know you were related to somebody here, girl. I know it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yes, sir.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A give, it's Scatterboo.
They go Scatterboo.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Here's Gong.
Short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the give. Now Gong. That ball caught by Slayton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
17 yards and a Giant first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion, the tight end. Goff. Once again, he finds Slayton. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff. Catch made by Slayton. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. It is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Second and 10. There's Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Come on, Giants.
Scatterboom will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to
Cowboys
guys like
Earl
Campbell,
do.
Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch.
No.
Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Tejada over the middle. He's got Chanel. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Second down and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
No, I think that the score.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Looking to put a drive together.
King.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Up the middle they go. Sack. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the gun on third down, Tejada. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Cowboys! Laviska Shenault, 63 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point attempt to follow here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Scatterby to start the drive. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
And once again, it's Scatterby. He'll take it inside the 25.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 24 now, here's second down at 7. On the option left, here's Goff. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there, and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go?
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Cam Scatterby, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. This offense gets set for a new series. We take a look at Laviska Shenault leading them out.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. On first down, Sapp. Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
You know what really fires up?
If you beat them, you have a chance with the
Falcons. The
Falcons.
guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 1. They keep it on the ground. This time it's a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
To MetLife Stadium.
Johnson's got it complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Tejada. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
That's it. Moment of truth.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Come on now.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. In motion, Slayton.
Back to throw. Goff. And a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Jamie Gillen now,
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On the counter, it's Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
To throw is Walker.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football.
Oh, shit.
On the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the catch made by Johnson. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
What Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now Walker. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
On second down. Complete to LaVisca Chenault.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
I feel some type of way if Hanson's ain't giving me no playbooks.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down and 6. Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Got that ass.
Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's
They got it. In Giants fashion. It makes complete sense because it's the Giants. This is what we do.
It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down.
This game.
Back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's the game right here. 36. If you don't get this, y'all lose.
Realized he had support behind him and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. 3rd down.
It's the game.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13. Here's Walker.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir. That touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me
I'm
tell you
not
something.
surprised.
Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't tell me they really going to go for 2. Don't do it.
Now the try.
Yeah, that's right. Don't be stupid.
And a timeout
Don't be
comes
stupid.
in. The whistles blow with 3
Yeah, that's right.
seconds
Go to
remaining.
overtime. Bums. Let's not be as stupid though. Be safe.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
But this is not the most NFC East type of game I've ever seen.
Zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
This literally has NFC East written all over it.
Goff now to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime.
Pass interference.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Interesting. I'm impressed, King. You built your team pretty well. I'm mildly impressed. Remember, playing them well means that you would play me well. Good playbooks.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
We got them going to win.
Set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Complete. It's Johnson.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. Sapp. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. First throw in overtime for Goff. That's complete to Slayton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion, Sets up a manageable second down.
The defense did its part. 3 points now. All they need is they work on second down.
Now gone. Throw left side taken in by Slayton. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down. They'll fake the give. Now gone.
He'll dump this off to Scatterbury.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To the air again. Goff. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
And fortunately, this will be recovered by another member of the offense. But remember now, here in overtime, he won't be able to advance it. So that ball is going to come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone.
That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Goff.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
That's another Giants first down.
Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself. Spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open.
Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. They're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
Giants won.
They are in field goal range. 3 points now would win it. Here's 2nd down.
Goff now
being
looking
petty
to
for the
throw.
sake of being petty.
Fights him off.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 2.
Throwing again is gone.
They'll get this to Scatterbury.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Good Cowboys.
Back to throw. Goff. His pass caught with the throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good job, Giants. Heard a lot again.
Second and 1 from the 2.
Now it's gone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
King 25-35 to 67. 3 TDs, no picks. Sack, shitty game. EXO, excellent game. Sosa, a game. Georgia, fine. Damari, defense, EXO did amazing as usual. PS2. Hold that L. All right. Can I please get a playbook, guys? Like, for real. I'm bad, guys. I had to solve a situation real quick.
On the banks of the
Honestly,
St.
80s
Johns
playbook
River,
is a
there's a
fluke
good
or
look
not.
inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started.
And off we go from Jacksonville.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
25 yards.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taken charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Ramirez. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Second and long. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Oh, boy, this nigga won't shut the fuck up now.
38 yards.
Thank you, Jaguars.
And the Cardinals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
An extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They got you up.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun.
Oh, Mr. Beasley.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Put that nigga on skates.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window of fire bullet in there for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Slot man moves right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come.
It's a weaker team, my nigga.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
What's going on with your defense?
Now a play fake here on first down.
Kill them.
Under pressure.
There we go.
He will go down. Safe back at the 38. Cody Simon coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Operating from the gun, Beasley. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight,
I will
and
always
knocked the
be
ball
more on
away.
the side of defenders playing the ball.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shifts by him.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
It's a good game, but
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
3rd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cardinals.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Back to throw again. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
All right, let's give the kicker some credit here because he didn't let the inaccurate snap phase him whatsoever. trusted his holder to get the ball down in time, stuck to his routine, and somehow found a way to put the ball through the uprights.
Ryler now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Beasley. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
At the 42-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Beasley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg. Beasley. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Beasley. This will be caught at about the 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Off the play fake. Beasley. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he comes back with one complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score.
No, these niggas didn't. That don't look like a touchdown, though. They got to challenge that.
In the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Cardinals first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to throw now on first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Ramirez. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Shit. Let's not get hyped yet, boys and girls.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. From a yard out.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Yeah, that's a nice play design right there. He's going to fake the give, then roll out, and he lets his back leak out toward the pylon. And how about the throw? Right where he needed it to be for him to catch it in stride, he's able to take it into the end zone.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Cardinals.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
Oh, look at the juke.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play it changes that.
If that nigga scored the touchdown, that'd be player of the year. If he scored, that would have been player of the year.
Touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is
Super
the
Mario
NFL,
hurdle,
and it's
bro.
on EA
Player of the year.
Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's complete to the rookie from Colorado.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throw left side complete. That's Mendez.
Yeah.
Stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another first down there.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Yeah. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Good shit.
And he's able to get out to the
Good
32.
shit. Come on now.
Down there. So the completion
All
good
right.
for 7 there.
80s. Prove to me that these playbooks are not a
With
fluke.
his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
At the 39-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
He'll look to throw. The kicker here, it's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up
the Cards are
3rd
going
and
to get it
5
though.
now.
Yeah, KT's going to get this far.
They'll look to throw here.
Over the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be.
Oh, good spin. Oh, they got it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw.
Good single. No. Wait, they got that?
Get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double
No
their
way.
pressure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a
I'm
good
not gonna
size
say no.
play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Back to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And that's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me,
You guys have too much time on the clock.
The offensive coordinator now has to think
Way
back,
too much
cycle
time.
through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. As far as game-sealing plays go, not a lot come along that are more exciting or surprising than that. What an effort to get through and block it. And now you just kneel it out, Charles, and start the celebration.
And you know, on special teams throughout the week in practice, you work on different things. You think there might be a spot, maybe over a certain player that you can send a guy to go block the kick. I wonder if that's what it was, or did they adjust during the game, or did he just make a special play? Doesn't really matter. Bottom line, it got done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ain't no way, baby.
To get it up past the 45. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now.
I was posting. What did I miss?
First down. They got it.
Why didn't y'all kick the field goal?
If they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
What did I miss? Oh, no.
Well, you really
Oh,
can't
they
ask for
really
much
do
more than what
suck
we just had here.
ass.
Not only a close game that
I
went
was
down to
just
the wire, Charles, but a
joking.
clean one, too. No turnovers in this
Oh, y'all
contest.
some.
I
Get
think
the
you're
fuck
exactly
off
right
my.
about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Let's see what these stats are. Kenneth Beasley, 17-21, 268, 1 touchdown, no picks, and I am slow. Good to know that I am slow. Adalia Bendez, 30 yards, 1 touchdown. DJ, 87 yards, touchdown, 1 drop. Jazeer, 73 yards. Carter, 44 yards. Jace, 37 yards. Dahlia, 7. Really big. Seems like Malik Mendez, Malik, 8 tackles. Or stingers with this. These niggas just sneaking niggas, bro. I'm Travis Patrick Queen. You know what? Let me move on. I don't know who helped Indy, but I'm a little tight. That's still a pending investigation, by the way. All right, KT, 16-24, 198, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Nero, 41 yards. Monte, 69 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 drop. Nami, 38 yards. Genovese, 35 yards. Enzo, 31 yards. Nero, 8 yards and a touchdown. This dude, 5 tackles. 80s being a bum as usual. 3 tackles. I don't know. Is it me or the defensive number's been down lately? I'm just saying. My bad. I was setting up some important business. myself. All right, Phantoms. Phantoms need some love. Let's give them some love. I know I passed them. Shut the fuck up. I'm high as fuck. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Before I show the Phantoms some love, let me really show them niggas some love. Like, deep, deep love. All right, let's see. What's going on? Koi, boom. Um, this dude, boom. Tight end, Goddard. J. Creed. Sure, he's number 4. That's good. LT, Outguard. Yeah. Big boys are good. All the fatties are good. All the fat ones are good. You seem you straight. GG's. Okay. I just had to make sure. For some reason, man, it's been like this game has been screwing up our depth charts for some odd reason. I do not know why. All right, let me go ahead and get your playbooks. About this shit, I'm out. All right. What did these niggas pick? Okay. Oh, interesting. This is actually kind of spicy. Hold on. Hold on. Now I'm awake. I'm awake. I was a little sleepy. Now I'm curious. I want to see how this plays out. It's a real spicy pick right now. Okay. Let's get you some drip. Talk to me. Put you in some real good stuff. Ooh, oh. I mean, this could work if you really think about it, guys. Guys, like, this a hear me out moment. This could actually work. I see the vision. I see the vision. Just let it go. Just let it go, guys. I saw the vision already. Now I ain't gonna lie. I lost these niggas playbooks. Low key, I lost these niggas playbooks. I don't know what to do. Kev, Kev. No, you don't want to play the Bills, dummy. I apologize. You want to play the Chargers. But still, I lost their playbook too. I lost their playbook because the team is gone. Let me see. Chargers. LA Chargers. Yeah, it says message unavailable. I can't see none. Fuck is Mike big ass bobblehead ass at? Mike. Found it. Found it. Found it. We're good. We're good. I know what we want. And I forgot. God damn. Shit. God damn, that shit slipped the fuck out. Hold on. Uh, Instagram, come on now. I found it already, Instagram. Don't bullshit me right now. First of all, you're not Mike. You're Ace. Where the fuck is Mike? Fuck out of here. I'm talking about grandpa. I'm like, Mike, you never called me grandpa. Fuck. This is an interesting choice, too. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. It's a very interesting dynamic of choices. I mean, we could take it there. I mean, if we really wanted to, it's gonna be the Bright Bowl. Let's get it. Come on. Let me go real quick. That's too clean. I'm sorry. That's clean. That's clean. That is what I like to call clean, ladies and gents.
Please welcome your 2026 Philadelphia Eagles.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to 23-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
And he's
Welcome to the Bright Bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
A gain of 14. Good for a
Bright
first
Bowl.
down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's a first carry for their running back. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Adoree Jackson gets a hand on it to make the play.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Charger first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Two straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man left side, he's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
And the Chargers,
they're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
First down, Chargers.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Right side, balled in by McConkey. And he will power his way into the end zone.
It shocked me so bad I choked on my weed, goddammit. What the hell?
A terrific
Take a look
way
at
to
this
start
sequence.
this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice
They had him
march
dead
down
to
the field,
right,
makes it a
and he just
long walk back
squeezed
to the
out
bench
like
for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game
the
offensively.
hell?
To be able to sustain that many
Why not
plays
let Lad
and be able to cap
McConkey
it off with a
squeeze
touchdown,
past y'all like
that is
that?
a dream start for this offense.
What's wrong with y'all?
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Eagles nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Devontae Smith there to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw.
Oh, good job.
Complete. Kylan Granson. He'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Philadelphia.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw again. Got his tight end, Branson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
For sure.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. As we are ready to get back on the line. Not much happening there, just a short game.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with him again.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Man in motion is Smith. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of, That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He'll look to throw. The throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
What a duck.
Got the hook up downfield with McConkey. And he's down
Lad,
inside the 40-yard line.
pushing you niggas.
That's good for 27
Jesus
and a first down.
Christ.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play.
Why that CPU do that to y'all?
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
To the ground, a first down run.
Oh.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
It's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll mark him out at the 8. But it is enough to set up 1st and goal.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you've got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Forced to his right. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Touchdown, L.A. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
Chargers do y'all like that?
The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Point after now from Dicker. He gets it to go, and the Chargers extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Eagles 3.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. That's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
At the 43-yard line.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down.
Oh, shit.
He's going to have the first
He's
down
on.
and more. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Oh, you got a demoted nigga scoring. You gonna take that boy X Factor.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Eagles 10.
Good shot.
Jake Elliott.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's 2nd and 2. Down the field, but it is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
3rd and 2. Here we go. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw, taken in. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now, faking the give. Going right, it's taken in, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Eagles' 18-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And that kick will help extend the lead. But remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner. So both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. We'll let it go deep left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. Whoa! He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Tight end motioning left. Third quarter begins with a run. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That one caught by Smith. Call it a gain of 13. Good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Makes it third and 8.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
I think the Chargers are just going to keep the lead. That's my assessment.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Myles Garrett able to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now, punch him over there.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll catch nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll give on the ground. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really well executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4-5 speed to maybe play at a 4-7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball is going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup. But that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He's got it at about the 8. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A big one here in the fourth quarter. And even 30 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood.
Oh, making guys miss. And he's in. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Eagles. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Eagles go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Chargers 17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. The throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Going over the middle, this one is complete. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Now, on 2nd and long. A handoff as they try to run it here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. It's a 1st down and a gain of 13. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
They'll run. Now the Chargers will use the 1st of their timeouts. If the stoppage is just over 50 seconds to go in this one. The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Back to throw. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles down 24-20. 40 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. Field goal is worthless now as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll stop with 28 seconds to go in the game.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
The defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd down and 9. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
That's good.
A gain there of 15. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Back to the air. To the left side, taken in by Smith. And he's close to another 1st down. He'll step out right at that 1st down marker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw again. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here back to the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night.
Oh, fuck. No. Shit. All right, whatever. All right. Hold on.